Good evening, students. Welcome all of you in this online. So today in this class, I'll take your grammar class. So you are all acquainted with tenses. Many of you definitely know the different rules and formats of. Even though we know that this grammar portions, CBSC class 11, you have that gap filling with proper determiners and tenses. That's why this class actually will help you to arrange yourselves, to fill yourselves wherever the questions will come. Proper gap filling with use of tenses. So those cases, those grammatical cases where gap filling the questions would come, you know the proper use of tenses as well as determiners. So another class I'll take definitely determiners, and today's class is all about tenses. So before discussion, first questions that definitely which comes in your mind, that what is tense, define properly tenses. So tenses play a very crucial role in English language. It denotes the time action takes place. So what is tense? Tense denotes the time an action takes place. So the time in which that any action takes place, that time actually denotes the tenses, whether in the present or will take some time in the future. So that's why the tense has been divided into three different categories: past and future. Past, now that is present time, and future time. Okay, so let me discuss after that types of tenses. So this is the box in which you will get idea about the different structure of tenses. We know the three categories of the tenses: past tense, present time, and that future. Okay, if we'll categorize, then if you try to know the subcategories of the tenses, in bifurcated into two components. What are the four different components? Present tense, perfect tense, continuous tense, and perfect continuous tense. Continuous tense has having another name, progressive tense. Okay, you know that. And simple tense, indefinite tense, it has the another name. Okay, so you will arrange yourself. So present tense, four different parts: simple present, simple past, simple future. Okay, simple present, okay, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. So past tense, simple past, okay, past perfect, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Future, simple future, future perfect, future continuous, and future perfect continuous. Understood? Four different categories, different components, each of the tenses, whether it is present, whether it is past, whether it is future. So it starts with simple, then perfect, then continuous, then perfect continuous. So simple past, see the structure. Simple past, that is verb plus ed or d, that is play becomes played. Present, that is plays, verb plus s. Okay, and future definitely will, shall, then the main verb, that is play. If we talk about the perfect, past perfect, then had is there, that is, you know, then v3 form, that is had plus past participle form. So if the main verb was played, then definitely played. Present has have, then played. Okay, then past participle form. If the then has pluralized, then definitely have. Then will, shall have played. Okay, or shall have played. Will or shall will attach with future if it is perfect tense. Continuous, what was the helping verb? Was, were. Okay, was, were, then verb plus ing because it is continuous. If we talk about the present continuous, then is, am, are. We know the singular cases is, am, and plural cases. And then ing form, because it is the continuation, ship's continuation. And then future will be. Be form is very important along with ing form. Why it is ing always there? Because it is continuous tense. Perfect continuous, that is has been playing. Okay, sorry, had been playing. If we talk about the past, has, have been playing. Then ing again because of the present. And then future, shall, will, then have been, then ing form. So this is the total structure of tenses. Three different tenses, four different components. Each will tag with ed form, s form, will, shall. Will tag with had, has, have, will, shall. Will tag with continuous, was, were, ing, is, am, are, ing, will, shall, be, ing. And then talk about the perfect continuous, then had been with that ing, has, have been with ing, will, shall, have been, then ing. Take a look. Okay, take a closer look. Take 1-2 minutes time. Try to understand the structure of tenses. Okay. Take a closer look. Try to understand the different parts of the each form of the tenses. If it is past, then simple past, then ed form. Okay, if it is the present, then s form. If it is future, then shall and will. If it is perfect, again simple, then had, then past participle, that we call v3 form. If it is simple present, then has, have, then v3 form. If it is future, then will, shall, then v3 form. If we'll talk about continuous, then was, were, ing. If it is present continuous, then is, am, are, ing. If it is the future, will, shall, be, then ing. If it is perfect continuous, then had been ing, has, have, ing, okay, been ing, and then will, shall, have, been ing. So this use is very rare cases, even though definitely we use in grammatical cases. Okay. Next we have, and we'll discuss about types of tenses with each of the tenses. Okay. Past tense, we'll start with past tense. Okay, then we'll discuss the present form, that is what's going on at the present time. Simple past tense, first category. What is simple past tense? This is the definition. It indicates an action took place before the present moment, definitely that means past, and that has no real connection with the present time. Any actions which had already taken place in the past, okay, before the present time, and no connections with the present form. For example, he danced in the function. It is given dance become danced. See that ed form. Okay, the action took place in the past, is finished, and is completely unrelated to the present time. If you asked any students that, sir, what is the difference between present perfect and simple past, is very close. Present perfect tense, the what the action just now completed, that if it is written that he has danced in the function, that means he has just now completed his dance in the function. If he danced in the function, that means the action already had taken place in the past, and there is no connections, there will be no now. Okay, so this is simple past. There is a little bit variations between the simple past and present perfect, because both the action has been just completed, but in real cases present perfect tense is much more actual and much more much more in time duration. If it is now, then the action has just now completed. If we talk about the simple past, that action doesn't have any connections to the present form. Okay, understood? Next, past perfect tense. It indicates an action in the past that had been completed before another time or event in the past. If in the past two incidents had been happened simultaneously, then the action would have been completed in the past time. If the action has been completed in the present time, it is present. What is present perfect tense? If the action had been completed in the past, that means if the action already completed in the past, no connection in the present time, so this is known as past perfect tense. Definitely in completed form. That's why it is called perfect. See, the word perfect means completed. Okay, so he had exercised before it started to rain. If the two different action had taken place, see, so what would write? He had exercised before it started to rain. So first one past perfect, second one simple past. He had slept before I came back from the market. If the two actions happened simultaneously, the first actions definitely the action would have been completed. That one will write first. He had slept before I came back from the market. Okay, I think it's clear now. Note the form of the past perfect tense is had plus verb past participle or the third form of the verb. That is the third form of the verb. So what is the rule? What will write? Subject plus what will write? Had plus verb, then V3 form. It's clear now. Next, past continuous tense. It indicates an action going at the same time in the past, an action in the past that is no longer duration than another actions in the past. What is the example? It was getting darker. So any incident which was going on at the past time, that is called what? Past continuous tense. The light went out while they were reading. So that time that actions were actually going on. So yesterday I was returning to Kolkata. So that action already happened in the past, but that moment of time it was going on. And if it kept going on and on, that particular moment, that is called past continuous tense. Again, it has no relevance to the present form. The action had already happened, but it had been happening at the particular moment. So yesterday, that definitely that time, definitely the time denotement would be there. So it is past continuous tense. What is the structure and form? That subject, okay, then was, were, and then verb, then must ing, because it is continuous. Okay, clear students? I think no doubt you have. Okay, don't harbor any negative, okay, any wrong conception in your mind. Be clear about that tense mode, because tense is very important. Structural mode, sentence framing. If you are ignorant of the tenses, your framing of the sentences definitely would have been so much loopholes. Understood? Next, past perfect continuous tense. That indicates an action in the past that took place before another time or event in the past and continued during the second event or time or the point of time in the past. Try to understand. Already happened, took place in that another time or event in the past and continued during the second, okay, time event or the time point in the past time. At that time he had been writing a novel for 2 months. So another point of time. At that time he had been writing a novel for the 2 months. So any action which had been started and which had been continuing at a certain period of time, that is called past perfect continuous tense. So continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense or continuous tense and perfect continuous tense, don't mix up students. Both are not the same. Both are definitely continuous, but it is perfect. So any action, if the action had been continuing in the past, that this was continuous. In any action that had been continuous in the past, but at a certain period of time an action would have been thought to be completed, so that type of action is called perfect continuous. Perfect means completed, but it was continuation form. Why it was in continuation form? Because that action had been continuing, but the action definitely had been continuing and had been completed at the particular moment of the time in the past tense. I think you are understanding now. See the example. He had been exercising when I called. So the action already started and he had been exercising when I called. So the action thought to be completed since when I called. Two actions, second form definitely simple past, and that one had been completed, we write here at the very top like that one. See here, past perfect tense. Okay, completed action, here also completed action, but that action had been started and continuation form but thought to be completed. Okay, these are the four different structure, these are the four different forms of past. Next I'll discuss present one. Okay, so today in this class I'll discuss past and present, and the next class, that is Monday class, that I'll discuss the future one. Tomorrow also, tomorrow I'll take the class in Google Meet. So in the Google Meet also, if any interaction or any question would come, I'll discuss that one also, future time. Okay, reference. Okay student, let's move towards the next. Present time. Present time. Okay, what is the simple present tense? Simple present tense indicates the action. Okay, indicates the action that is generally true or habitual. Any action which are true and habitual, okay, that takes place in the present time. Any action that is very common, that happens every day, regular time, okay, that is that simple present tense. This tense is used to denote what? Habitual action. Or instance, he walks to the school. General truth, sun rises in the east. Honesty is the best policy. Okay, or the any future event that is part to be fixed timetable. That match starts at 9 o'clock. That doesn't mean that future event definitely, but that is fixed timetable. That cases also, in those cases also, future reference cases, the match starts at 9 o'clock. Form of the simple present tense is verb, infinitive tense without to, and agreeable with the subject. What is there? Then suppose that he loves reading. He goes to market regularly. Why he goes? Because in third person singular number we add s or es. Okay, go become goes. If I'll say I go to market every day, then definitely I go, first person. If I'll write we go, definitely we go to the market every day, every day's case. And if we say he or she, then we'll write goes to the market. Why? Because in third person, he or she, if it is singular number, then these cases we add s or es with the main verb. So go become goes. Other cases not. If we'll take the third person plural form they, then again they go to the market every day. So this case will not write es. So what case? Third person and singular number. So in a copy you just write down, write note, N-O-T-E, simple present tense in third person singular number, comma, we add s or es with the main verb. Okay, so these cases. The present moment with the result that affects the present situation. For example, he has finished the work. So any action that has been completed sometime before a present moment. See here, when I had been discussing the past, it was then past moment. Now it is the present because present perfect with a result that affects the present situation. For example, he has finished the work, he has slept. The form present perfect tense is has, have, verb, past participle form of the third form of the verb. Okay, so same case here. See here, has and have. When we will put has and which cases we use have. So be clear in your mind. Don't be confused. Okay, same case. What cases? Sachin Tendulkar has scored a century. Clear? Sachin Tendulkar has. Why? Because Sachin Tendulkar is your third person singular number. So other cases everywhere definitely, or any other name, that those cases he or she, those cases will only write has, other cases have. Okay, understood? So that's why he has slept. If we, then we have slept. I have slept. It's clear? He has slept, only that case. They again have slept. We have slept. Okay, you have slept. All the cases it's have. Only that he or she, that third person singular number, has. Okay, so here also write a note that in third person singular number we use has. Other cases we write have. It's clear, I think. Next, present perfect tense. Here is one note is there. What is the structure? Subject plus has have, verb past participle form of the third form. So subject plus has plus have, verb plus past participle form, that means third form. Okay, it's clear. Present perfect continuous and the present continuous. This one is present perfect. Okay, and before that present continuous, present perfect. Third one is present continuous. So give the heading. I think here is missing somewhere, so I'll discuss, no problem. Present continuous tense. Next one, present continuous tense. It indicates an action which is going on at the present time. So write down in the copy, present continuous tense. It indicates an action which is going on at the present time or the present moment and not completed. Okay, and not completed at the present situation. Understood? Present continuous tense. After that, third one indicates an action that is going on at the present moment or the time and it's not completed at the present situation. For example, what will write present continuous? What? I am reading a book. I am reading a book. Okay, he is going to school. He is going to. So what is the structure? Subject plus am is are. Okay, plus verb ing plus what? Next, object. What is the structure? Present continuous tense, subject, okay, plus, okay, am is are plus verb plus ing plus object. She is walking, I am studying, lots and lots. So many examples. The action which is continuing, not completed. Last one, present perfect continuous tense, indicates an action that stated in the past and continuing the present time. For example, he has been sleeping for an hour. So any action that has started in the past, continuing in the present time, okay, continuing in the present time, that is called present perfect continuous tense. The continuation of an action. What is the structure? Has, have plus been plus verb plus ing. I think it's clear, student. Any doubt you have, just check it randomly. So future tense I'll discuss another day. This is the structure and the mode and the definition. I'll take your questions, students, not now. Okay, all your questions I'll take after that. You will get the scope of tagging me the questions. Tomorrow is the date also, the time also. Google Meet interaction class. So lots of questions I'll take from you. Okay. It's clear, I think. Okay. Let me show one example in the copy. Okay. So see here that how that S or ES is been added. Wait little bit. So see here in the copy what I'm writing now. If that will talk about the simple present tense. Okay. Simple present tense. Okay. If I'll write I go to school every day. This is my point of time. That's why it is simple present tense. So see the main verb. I go. People write we. That same first persons. Okay. This is called first person. You know the first person singular and plural. This is singular case. This is plural. Then same remaining one. If we'll talk about next you, same main verb, no change at all here also. This is second person you, yours. Okay. And no change at all, you, yours case. Same, that is same, you, yours, both use same way. And then we'll talk about the third person, that is he or she. Then the major change is coming. So go become goes. This is the adding one, ACS, school every day. Talk about they. Okay. Third person again singular and this is plural. Then go, remain same, no change at all, only this here. So what will be the case? In third person singular number, we add ACS with the main verb. Same has, have, no change at all. So these cases only we put ACS or has, otherwise all have. If perfect tense, if simple present, then only SES with the main verb in the case of what? Third person singular number. Any doubt, student? I think I'll take your questions now. Okay. Next, Kanchan Papi has asked me, can you revise the chapter, sir? Definitely, I will revise the chapter. So next week onwards, I'll start revising the chapter. I think the portion has been completed, but I'll start revising one by one. So these days I had been only discussing writing and grammar. So you students thinking, why sir only concentrating writing and grammar? Because this portion will totally left, not touched, and very important part, grammar and writing. So that's why I had started and I had completed at least 95% of writing skill and few left, then grammar part. So that's why I had been discussing. That doesn't mean that your literature portion will not be discussed. I'll definitely discuss literature portions. Revision is required. So I'll start teaching literature next week onwards. So don't be confused. Okay. Any more questions? Literature portions again. Okay. So definitely I'll do. Any more questions you have related to this tense form, you can ask me. Okay. If you are facing problem anywhere, not understood, because grammar writing very important part, and it's not only about literature, but literature definitely is major portion, and the weightage is long as I discussed the syllabus. Midterm portion very soon will be notified. Okay, we'll get to know very quickly. We'll get to know the syllabus of midterm, so wait for that. Whole final term syllabus already I had discussed. Try to concentrate this grammar portion, writing portion along with literature, and I'll definitely teach you literature portion also. Okay, thank you students. If you have any questions, then ask me within 1 or 2 minutes. Otherwise, I'll conclude my today's class. Tomorrow that class will be taken in Google Meet, not in YouTube live channel. Okay. Thank you students for being with me for today's class. Tomorrow the class in Google Meet, same time. Bye.